Okay, so let's solve problem number 2. Find the center, vertices, foci, and eccentricity of each of the following ellipses. So first, let's have our letter A. We have 4x squared plus 9y squared minus 16x plus 8y equals 11. Okay, this is a general form that is given in the problem. So in order for us to identify this center versus foci eccentricity, maybe the best thing to do is to convert this into its standard form. Okay, wherein our standard form is x minus h square all over a square plus x minus y minus k squared all over p squared is equal to 1. This is for horizontal, or or for our vertical we have x minus h squared all over b square plus y minus k square all over a square, which is equal to 1 for our vertical. Okay, now how do we turn this equation to this equations? Okay. Simply, first thing to do is, okay, let's just group this equation or the different terms in our equation. Let's have our first group. We have 4x squared minus 16x plus 9y squared plus 18y equals 11. Technically, you could notice that these terms are in their special product form, right? Wherein we have a minus b squared. So in each of these term, okay, we can make this as a complete square by, of course, using or completing the square. But the best thing to do first is to factor out our 4. We have x squared minus 4x plus factoring out my 9, in which I will have y squared plus 2y. Why did I factor this out? In order to make sure that my coefficient at the coefficient at my x squared and y squared is equal to 1. Okay, basically after that is I will complete the square by adding 0, which is equal to cx minus cx plus 9 multiplied by y squared plus 2y plus cy minus cy. But what is my cx and my cy? My cx is generally equal to 1 half 4 multiplied by 1 half square. That would make, because this will make the equation complete. So from here we have 2 square, which is equal to 4, and my cy will be equal to, so 2y here in this term we have 2 multiplied by 1 half square. I will have 1 square, which is equal to 1. So from this I will have 4 multiplied by x square minus 4x plus my cx, which is equal to 4, minus my cx, which is equal to 4, particularly that is equal to 0, right? So plus 9 multiplied by y square plus 2y plus 1 minus 1, particularly that is also equal to 0. Take note that they are equal to 11. So after that I will just return this equation by multiplying my 4, or I will redistribute my value. Okay, my 4 and my 9, okay, which was factored earlier. So therefore I will have 4x squared minus 16x plus 16 minus 16 plus 9y squared plus 18y plus 9 minus 9 is equal to 11. Now I will regroup my equations or my terms. So I will have 4x squared minus 16x plus 16 plus 9y squared plus 18y plus 9, and I will transpose my negative 16 and negative 9 to this side. So I will have 11 plus 16 plus 9. Now again I will factor out my 4. So I will have 4x squared minus 4 plus 4 plus 9 multiplied by y squared plus 2y plus 1, which is equal to 36, right? 11 plus 16 is 27 plus 9, you have 36. Notice that this is 4x, okay? Notice that I can factor this as 4 multiplied by x minus 2, right? X minus 2 square plus 9 multiplied by y plus 1 square, which is equal to my 36. Dividing both sides by 36, I will have 4 divided by 36 is equal to x minus 2 square all over 9 plus y plus 1. 9 divided by 36 is 4. So this is at the square, which is equal to 1. This will be our standard form. The standard form of our ellipse. Now, based from here, you can see we can already find for our h and k. Okay, so we have our h is equal to negative h is equal to, I will transpose this, is equal to 2, and my k is equal to negative 1, right? Because negative h is equal to negative 2, negative h divided by negative 2, this will become positive 2, right? And from here I will have negative k is equal to 1. Negative k divided by negative 1, we have negative 1, right? So from this we'll have our center hk. So center hk will be at 2, negative 1. So if I will draw this in our graph, the center of this ellipse will be 2, negative 1 here. Okay, now center, what is our vertices? Now if we talk about our vertices, so solving for vertices, this is about our a. Okay, solving for vertices. Now in here you would notice that our a is always our major axis, so our a square is equal to 9. So therefore our a is equal to square root of 9, which is equal to 3. Now what is our vertex? So this is 3 units from the center, which is equal to vertices. Take note that we already have our 2, so therefore we will have h plus minus our a. wherein we have 2 plus 3 at vertex 1. Okay, so I will just resolve it below, right? So solving for vertex 1 or positive vertices 1 or positive v, I will have px is equal to h plus a, which is equal to 3 h, which is equal to 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, and its py, of course, is equal to negative 1. So therefore vertices at positive can be or is equal to 5 negative 1. So we have 5 negative 1, so 1 2 3 4 5 5 negative 1. This is for my positive v. Now for my negative vertex, negative v or vertex, negative vertex, I will have px is equal to h minus a, wherein we'll have 2 minus 3 is equal to negative 1. So therefore my py is equal to negative 1. Why? Because negative 1 or uh, our major axis can be seen, or major axis is the mid our major axis, it contains our foci. Okay, so if I will write this here, this is our major axis. Lagay ko muna yung I will just put my negative 1. Okay, so this is my negative 1, negative v2, negative v, which is my negative 1, negative 1. Okay, then I will put my axis. Here I would use another color in order to identify the major axis. Okay, this is our major axis and my minor axis at the center. Okay, so this is my major axis. And this is my minor axis. Okay, next, that is for my vertex. Okay, take note, for the vertex, it is the major axis. Pag co-vertex, this is the minor axis. So I have my vertices. We already solved for the center of this equation. Next is our foci. Okay, now let's have our foci. So solving for foci, now what is our foci? Of course, our foci will lie to our major axis. So okay, well, where can we find this? Now take note that we have our b, right? What is our minor axis? So minor axis or our CV. Our minor axis can be found in our equation. This is our b. So we have b squared is equal to 4. So getting the square root of b, we'll have b is equal to 2. Okay? So since our B is equal to 2, therefore we can find for its CV or covertices, wherein covertices, positive covertex, is just equal to our K, okay, K plus minus our B, okay, at point, of course, our at a point H, so H, this will be our point, so CV, okay. So let's have, I will just put here at P y is equal to K. Now here at Px is equal to H. Now for our Py we'll have K, which is equal to -1 plus, okay, positive CV, so plus B, which is equal to 2, so we'll have +1, and our Px is our H, which is equal to 5. So therefore our point CV is equal to, positive point CV will be equal to 5,1, and for our negative CV just equal to 5. We have Py, right, wherein our Py is equal to -1 minus our B, so -2, which is equal to -3. So our negative CB will be equal to 5 -3. So 5 -3, I think this will be here 1 2 3, 5 -3. This is my negative CV, and for my positive CB I will have P 5, wala, positive 5,1. So here, okay, let's try to graph. Of course, right, no, yeah, one, yeah, this must be similar, right? Do you see the spacing? So sorry for my human error, right? So but you, if you will count, you have 1 2 3, so 1 2 3, okay. Now if I would want to find for my foci, take note that our foci may lie to our point here, okay. So let's say this will be our F foci, point F, okay. But what is our PY? So we have our PX and PY. Our PX here, or our PY here, is already understood as -1. We are only finding for our PX. Now but what is this point X here? Okay, this is our C, right? This is our C, and this point is our B, and this point is of course our A, right? Which is equal to, our A here is equal to this, wherein our A has a length equal to, our A has a length equal to 3, and our B has a length equal to, B 2, So therefore we can solve for this C, wherein C or the length C is just equal to square root of A square minus B square, which is equal to square root of 9 minus 4 or square root of 5, right? Therefore from this, if we would analyze the equation, C is equal to square root of 5, but Px is equal to square root of 5 plus minus square root of 5 because of this reflection property. There's also negative C here. So Px is equal to positive negative square root of 5 plus, of course, H. Okay, so plus minus plus H, in which I will have points of my foci will be equal to positive square root of F1, no? Positive square root of 5 plus H, which is equal to, our H is equal to 2. So plus 2 and negative 1. Okay, so therefore square root of 5 plus 2 we have square root of 5 square root of 5 plus 2 is 4.23. So we have F1 is equal to 4.23 at negative 1. So I can locate it here. So this is our 5, maybe our focus is here. Okay, 4.23. So I will call this F or foci point as my 4.23 negative 1 at my F2 or my foci 2, which is equal to negative square root of 5 plus 2 negative 1 will have negative. We have negative 0.236. Okay, negative 1. This is at negative F. So this is here. Okay, 0.23. Okay, so we have F, which is equal to negative 0.23 negative 1. Okay, maybe if you would draw this accordingly, you will see the symmetry. Okay, yeah. So therefore this is our points, foci F2, and this is for my F1. So we have already our center, we have our vertices, positive vertex, and we have our negative vertex. Okay, so our negative vertex is basically equal to negative 1 negative 1. Okay, so then, and then another vertex is at 5 negative 1. Next we have our, we already have our foci. Next is our eccentricity. So solving for foci, solving for eccentricity, let's have here. So solving for eccentricity, our eccentricity E is just equal to C over A, which is equal to our C is was solved as here, C, square root of 5. This is the location of the foci, divided by A, which was solved as our A is equal to here 3. So square root of 5 over 3, we have square root of 5 divided by 3, which is equal to 0.74535. Okay, now you see that if our center is not at 0 0 or our center is at HK, you will see that we would add or subtract our H or K depending on what part or what is the major and minor axis in our equation. So for this, our major axis can be found in our x-axis, so therefore that is a horizontal ellipse. For this, in our focus, which can be found in the major axis, we would add or subtract our H, or we would add or subtract our C to our H. And if we will find for our minor axis, since our minor axis will be located in the vertical axis, we will add or subtract our B to our K. And for our major axis, okay, for our major axis, since it is found in the horizontal axis, we would add or subtract our A to our H. And of course, we would not forget its PY and its PX. Okay, that is for graphing our ellipse.